Randy?
There.
There we
Can
go.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we will call the planning commission meeting to order. Everybody have a chance to take a look at the minutes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I will move to approve as presented.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion possible action on final development plan certificate of compliance and downtown design review for Third Street Living at 618 3rd Street, DPB Investment Partners LLC.
Thank you. Tonight we are looking at the final development plans for a multi-use structure at 618 3rd Street, just kind of down the road a little bit from City Hall. The project is proposing a 10-unit apartment building with 5 business tenant storefronts on the first floor. Basically, the final development plans are only slightly different from the concept plans we reviewed previously in that they've included landscaping, lighting, and an underground stormwater rate control structure. There's also some further building details such as plumbing and electrical that were included. Aside from that, we also are looking at reapproving the certificate of compliance tonight. Back in 2019, we had issued and approved for this property for a different plan set than what we're looking at tonight. So due to the differences of design, residential density, and business use of the site, we are looking to get it reapproved. Also further, we are looking to get a downtown design review approved as well. Materials of the building include a light tan natural stone, glass, charcoal colored metal paneling, and light brown composite panel siding. The roof will kind of be a flat membrane insulated roof. The windows will be lined with black and dark bronze fiberglass. With that being said, staff is recommending approval of the final development plans, certificate of compliance, and the downtown design review with the listed conditions.
I'll move to approve. Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve.
With conditions?
Yes.
Can I ask a question before we go ahead?
If you must.
Is there enough, well, I keep looking at these drawings and maybe I don't perceive them well, but is there enough green space allotted on this property for the amount of tenants that you have? In other words, you got 10 apartments, you got enough room for a swing set, sandbox, fire pit, barbecue stuff, that kind of stuff outside. I realize that you're setting aside some room in between, but it looks like you're butting up to the gas station pretty tight. And in back, it's gonna be all parking lots, so the only place I see is between the two buildings. Is there enough? I mean, the city can answer that, or the contractor, I don't know the answer to that one.
Mike?
Per code, they're good on the 20% open space requirement, yes.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else? Got a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion possible action on a recommendation to the Common Council for amendments to Municipal Sign Code Chapter 202-6 sub C and 202-6 sub E.
Last night, the Common Council held a public hearing on this matter, received some public comment from interested parties, mostly next door to the high school. They did refer it back to Plan Commission. We reached out to Ken Talon with SEH, who was our lighting engineer here, was the last meeting, the last Plan Commission meeting. We have him going out getting some additional examples, pictures, working on looking at a mobile unit so we can actually visualize something on site. We just don't have it yet. So really, I'm not looking for any action on this item today. But you will see it on future agendas, so be looking for a motion to postpone action.
May I ask?
I'll move.
Well, I'll second that, but do we know what the school is proposing? What size, how tall, what size screenage they want?
Well,
Do we know any of that?
First of all, this is not about the school.
It's not?
No.
Okay.
This is a code amendment. that would allow for digital signage. We don't even know what size we would allow yet. That's what we're talking about, right?
Oh, okay.
We're talking-
Well, that's premature then, I'm sorry.
We're talking about, how big it could be or should be. Is it good policy to allow this type of signage? All of those items. Those are the gyrations we're going through right now. So, and like I said last night with council, good policy takes a while to establish. So we'll work through it and we'll decide, how the best, way to move forward with the recommendation to council, but it will take a little bit of time.
Well, I think we had a motion to postpone and I seconded.
Yep, so we got a motion and a second to postpone. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Hi, Mary Claire.
Good evening, Mayor.
Discussion and possible action on 11th Street, Hagan Street Bridge.
I understand this item, Commissioner Morissette brought this up at the end of the last meeting to put it back on the agenda. And obviously, it's a point well taken in that this is something that we've been dealing with for many, many years, and it continues to grow as an issue, especially during construction season. Wanted to kind of revisit this. I know that the Common Council will be reviewing the CIP here in the next couple of meetings. We, at that time, it would be staff's recommendation to obviously get that on the slate of projects to make sure that we do something. I don't know, Randy, do you have more to add on this?
Well, it's getting worse, and the only thing I want to say is if you read the report about the peak traffic times up there, that's completely changed right now with the amount of vehicles going all day through there. I mean, it's backing up to industrial almost at times. And people are going to get hurt up there, just the bikers, the walkers, so it needs to be addressed one way or the other. And I'm okay waiting for the CIPs. So, but I just want to keep this on the radar.
Sure.
And move it forward. And regardless of what the state does, we realize that we have a problem on that bridge, and we have to widen it.
So Randy, do you think that with the changing of the speed limit on O'Keefe, that might handle some of the backup there on the bridge?
No, I don't think that's
Go lead on.
germane. Is that a serious question? I don't believe that's germane to the conversation, Mr. Mayor.
Well, could be. People won't be able to get there as fast.
Well, we'll slow them down to 15.
Yeah, okay. All right, anybody else on this?
I just want to comment, we've talked about this for the last couple of years now, how that needs to be looked at. And with the addition of this new development up from the dog track, or, across from there, all of that, I mean, boy, if we don't get on the state's to-do list or something to do, it's going to be a bad scenario for a long time. And so I think we need to accelerate that as much as possible.
I think we're kind of on our own on this, aren't we?
I was just gonna say, isn't that what I read? It looks like the state doesn't want any parks.
So we would have to fund that ourselves.
We'll apply for grants and things like that, absolutely, but
Well,
it's not like Exit 2 where that is a state.
whatever we have to do then.
Yep.
Doesn't matter, I mean, just so it's, we can get as much help as possible, of course, too.
Yep.
Okay, I agree, that's, the Hanley is gonna become the second main route up there. It already is. And as Randy says, as the population keeps increasing out there, which it's going to, wow, we're gonna have a mess.
Yep. Yep.
Mr.
Bigger mess.
Mr. Morissette, would you be in favor of forwarding this on to Public Works as well?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll
Maybe that
move
would
to
be a
do so
motion.
if you prefer.
Yeah, it's listed as discussion and possible action. You can put public safety and Public Works if you'd like.
I would do both. I'll move to push the issue to both committees.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
I'll second.
Second.
We got a motion and a second.
Somebody else did it.
Yep, Mary Claire did. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Opposed? Motion's approved. We have I've got nothing for future agendas, no comments, anybody?
All right.
Mary Claire?
Yep, I know I brought it up at the last meeting, but just, I had asked about the comprehensive plan. I was told that that was put on hold until September, so will we get a further update at the September meeting then?
I hope, but with the ever-changing climate that we're in right now, it's, we're still gonna have a Zoom meeting with our steering committee. We'll still keep plugging away at the review of the draft chapters, but I think we're probably not looking at any in-person meetings for a while, especially public open houses. I've seen examples of some virtual ones, in other places that I've been. I still think that disenfranchises a group of people that aren't maybe comfortable attending an open house, or want to attend an open house, but they don't have that option. So we just want that process to be as open and available to as many people as possible, because that was the biggest thing, was to make sure that we had as much public input as possible. So, I'm trying to think, our September meeting will be September 8th. Tiffany, when's our steering committee?
Mike, our next meeting is September 22nd.
Okay, September 22nd. Sorry, I was thinking about council. So when's our next steering committee, Tiffany?
14th.
So hopefully we'd have some update for you at that 22nd meeting. Mary
Okay,
Claire?
thank you.
Yep.
All right. Was there a motion to adjourn already?
I will make a motion to adjourn.
All right, got a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion and second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion's approved. We stand adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
thank you.